the benefits you do have now is you have things like Facebook, Google, and you have source information that if you can get the warnings and the data out there, independent of the drug companies, people can find it.
And Facebook has been amazing in terms of what it's done for the medical community. I know for medical devices and people who've been sick from breast implants for years and we're just going from doctor to doctor to doctor, just piecemealing everything together. Well, I got this chronic rash, put a steroid. And then I got this chronic migraines, take this. And then what happens is at the end of the day, nobody's saying it's your breast implants. And then because of Facebook, people are logging and basically putting their own symptoms together, or creating their own case studies on Facebook. Now people are finally getting help and holding the people who need to be held accountable so we can make real change. Do you see anything in the future as far as like more case studies coming, or
there are? It's just when you make the information public, you get a reaction. When you start pressuring the government to investigate these problems, you get more reactions, you get more reports, you get more studies, and it gets more public. You know, it's what you say. Are you a voice alone, where you're just being told it's just you, it's in your head, and then you start finding out you're not the only one. It's happened to 10 other people or 11 other people, and then it's not you, it's the drug.
Right, people are creating, it's not just mice anymore.
Yeah.
It's humans that have gotten together and say, wow, we all have these symptoms and we all have this common factor, and then lo and behold, you remove that common factor and these people are getting better.
And then the other part of it is tracking. We had talked about earlier with vaccines that the doctors were not only required to or supposed to be reporting reactions, but also lot numbers. When they started doing that, the FDA found out that certain vaccine lots were hot lots.
Yeah, hot lots.
For some reason, those lots had a lot higher reactivity rates than others. So there has to be a tracking reporting system before you can get any idea of what reaction rates are. And when you start to hear reaction rates being talked about, they're usually grossly underreporting what happened. With the Vaccine Act, they had to set up a federal fund because the vaccine manufacturers were complaining they were going to get put out of business by all the lawsuits of children getting injured. And then when they set up the funds based on the statistical rates of reaction that were being published, they were grossly underestimating the number of kids that got hurt and filed claims, and had to totally refund and increase funding for these children with brain damage, seizures, and other injuries after vaccines. And it's like that with any drug. The reporting systems are not very good at giving us what the reaction rates are because they aren't tracking it, and they don't require or there isn't follow-up to enforce reporting mechanisms within the medical industry.
What can your advice be to somebody who may be suffering from some of these, didn't have informed consent? I don't know about you. I feel like when I was younger, when I was on a lot of pharmaceutical medications, I wasn't adequately informed as to what the dangers were. What can we do?
Well, one is seeking second opinions. Find some doctors who specialize in treating people injured by that type of drug.
People are having problems like this. They go to an attorney?
They can see attorneys and there are time limits. So the sooner, if you are going to bring some claim for an injury from a vaccine or drug, you have to act rapidly. The longer you wait, the higher the risk is that your time limit may be gone.
Well, I hope you learned something today. I know I did, and this is something I'm very passionate about. I know Bill's passionate about it. Something that we're both working together to help improve. I know we got Judge Linda Davis too on our side. A lot of people in the medical community too. I think it's an exciting time. So I look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the invite today.
All right, thank you. So nice to see you.